Adam 22 fans, unite and take over. Yes, it's been a couple days, but to be honest, the news was so good for a few days, and then the next couple days after that, the news was so bad that I was just like, you know what? Quality is more important than being daily. But that being said, I am back and I am ready to hit you guys with some hard-hitting news. But first, let's talk about some things that I'm not going to cover today. For instance, I'm not going to cover this video of two deaf girls arguing on Instagram Live.
It's my fucking penny.
No. Definitely not covering that. And I'm also not going to talk about this video of a girl washing her hair in a puddle. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to talk about this video of them giving away Rolling Loud tickets on The Price is Right.
Very happy with your prize. George, go ahead.
You're headed to one of the biggest hip-hop festivals in the world, Rolling Loud in Miami.
I'm not even going to talk about all the interviews that we dropped this week on No Jumper, like this one with Layla Starr, this one with Redman and JCO, this one with Freeway Ricky. No. I'm not even going to remind you guys to go check out the Young Dolph vlog that we just dropped. No, because all that stuff is immaterial. All that stuff is silly when we could talk about the most important thing in the entire world, Lil Xan getting down with 21 Savage. That's right, Lil Xan took to his Instagram and posted a photo of this DM from 21 Savage all the way back in November 2017. The DM shows 21 Savage just saying, "I want you to be Slaughter Gang." And Xan responded a couple months later and just said, "Yo." Now, it's not like this was that long ago. November 2017 is actually the same month that the Rockstar video of 21 Savage and Post Malone came out. But this was around the time that everybody was sort of clamoring for Lil Xan, trying to sign him, and who knows, I think that 21 might have been kind of trying to get his A&R on. You know, he sees a guy like Lil Xan coming out, he thinks, hey, this guy, he can make me some money. How am I going to get him to sign? I'm going to tell him that he gets to be part of my crew. So I do find it pretty believable that Xan was the kind of person that 21 was thinking about signing or getting involved with at some point. Xan posted this just because he wanted to show love to 21, because obviously he's locked up right now and still facing a possible deportation from the United States. And a lot of people were really pissed off about this. Either they thought it was in bad taste to post the DM, or some people even chimed in the comments. This girl here, she said, "You replied a whole year later and didn't even say yes." And Xan responded, "I was very honored and grateful for the offer, but I'm Xanarchy forever." Speaking of 21 Savage, we do have one small update about his situation. The cops are now saying that he had a fully loaded handgun on him when he was arrested. However, his lawyer has come out and said that the gun did not belong to him and it belonged to somebody who was part of his crew, his entourage. So no word on exactly what's going to happen with 21 right now. We are getting a lot of reports that the conditions in the prison that he's being held in are pretty bad, and that he's being forced to do chores on a regular basis. He's only getting 1 hour outside of his cell every day. So, you know, big shout out to 21. I know it's got to be a terrible thing for him to be going through. Everybody can make jokes and laugh about it, but at the end of the day, you're faced with a serious reality. This is a man who's lost his freedom, even if it's only for a few days or a few weeks. Who knows how long this is going to drag on for. Well, actually, the 21 Savage situation is still causing some rappers to get into some hot water. Chris Brown posted a meme that actually No Jumper posted as well, of 21 Savage rapping with a UK rap song dubbed over it. And Offset, who's a good friend of 21's, he felt the need to chime in. He dropped a comment and he said, "Memes ain't funny, lame." Now, it's a pretty simple comment, but at the end of the day, calling a rapper a lame, that could get pretty heated. So Chris Brown, he fought back. He said, "F you, little boy. Better worry about what you got going on and focus on you. All this cap on IG is what's lame. Your energy wasn't like that when I came to the Drake show in LA. If you don't get a hippa hoppa hibbity hoppity hip hop hip, I mean, you don't stop the rockin' face out of my comments. Sensitive ass, call me personally. You want some clout when all you got to do is pull up. No camera, no flexing and all that. If you are a real man, fight me. Oh, and another thing, suck my dick." Whew. All right. So, listen. One thing I've learned over the years is that saying "suck my dick" to somebody like Offset, I feel like things are going to have to happen with this one. I don't know if words or apologies are going to actually get the job done. I feel like at this point, Offset, he's going to be waiting. He's going to be mindful of this situation, and something could definitely happen. Not to say that Chris Brown ain't moving around right, but once you tell a rapper like Offset to suck your dick, things get complicated. So this is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. Who knows if it will necessarily play out in public, though. Anyway, Offset wasn't going to just let it die there. He took to his Instagram story and he just wrote, "Coke head don't want smoke." All right. So this is making me a little nervous. I don't know how this situation is going to play out. I don't know. Is there going to be another celebrity boxing match offered up? Maybe Soulja Boy, he's busy fighting Jake Paul. Offside could sub in. Probably not, but yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on this. Okay, on to a more serious story. You might think that the 6ix9ine situation couldn't get much worse. I mean, pleading guilty to 9 felonies, odds seem that you're probably going to go to jail for, you know, a good solid decade. Well, it's officially gotten worse. 6ix9ine's baby mama actually went and talked to a reporter from the Daily Beast and filled him in on all kinds of shit that we weren't expecting. Yeah, the headline for the Daily Beast says 6ix9ine's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, Sarah Molina, he beat me so badly I could barely open my eyes. And she basically just goes in and just explains how 6ix9ine was abusive, how he was beating the shit out of her, how he was having all kinds of STDs from all these different girls that he fucked. She even makes the claim that at one point or another he raped her. He had sex with her when she didn't want to after one of these brutal beatings. To be totally honest, if you read this article, it is some really brutal shit. I mean, to be honest, Sarah has always seemed like a pretty good girl, and she seems like she is kind of just at her wit's end. And also, I just want to throw this out there too. She is saying that she did not sleep with Shotty. So we covered this previously, and it seemed like certain comments that she was making seemed as if she did sleep with Shotty and she was admitting to it. She is definitely saying that she did not. So let's keep that in mind. But I don't know if anything's going to actually come from this. Like when you get 9 serious felony charges and then your girlfriend accuses you of beating her up. I mean, are they really going to try to stack more charges on top of it? It seems kind of minor in comparison, I guess, besides the rape charges. I don't know. There's no implication that she's going to press charges here. But definitely a bad look when your baby mama of 7 years is out there saying this kind of stuff about you. I almost don't even know what to say. All right, it wouldn't be one of these videos if we didn't have at least a little bit of Blueface news. Now, it was recently announced that there's a new remix of Thotiana coming out. It features Cardi B, it features French Montana, it features YG. And we know that this exists because there's a snippet out there that was on Blueface's Instagram story in which you can hear the Cardi B verse. But Nicki Minaj, ever the petty one, she dropped a remix herself before they had a chance to drop the official one. That's right, Nicki dropped a song, a remix. It's called Bust Down Barbiana. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I listened to it. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And to me, honestly, Thotiana's not the hardest Blueface song, like at all. Like Dead Lokes is better than me. I understand it's not really that commercial. And to me, Bleed It is the one. Thotiana's alright. I like the original. I didn't really care for the YG remix, and I'm not really 100% sure that the Cardi remix is going to do anything for me. But Nicki looks a little silly trying to hop out and just get on this. And is it going to get any spins? Is anybody going to really care about it? Like, probably not, right? It looks a little immature and petty for me, coming from her. I don't know. It seems like a misstep. Anyway, related to that, Blueface. Whack 100 has put out a statement saying that if they check that gun, they're not going to find any fingerprints on it, and it's not his. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully that is true. Next story. You guys hear about this QC stripper bowl? Well, basically, QC, Quality Control, the label out of Atlanta that manages a lot of your favorite artists, well, they decided to go extra hard for the Super Bowl at the strip club. Check out this photo that has been passed around on social media. This girl, 5-star Jazzy, she wrote, "Since y'all got so many questions, we made 3 million and split it 25 ways. You happy? Have some compassion and ask us how we feel after counting till 1 p.m. My eyes are bleeding." So people are estimating that some of these strippers might have taken home like 120 grand each. I'm gonna be honest, no matter how much money I make in my life, there's nothing about giving a random stripper 120 grand that's gonna make me feel good about myself. But respect to P, Coach K, everybody out there in Atlanta doing it big. I feel like they're trying to bring back some of that BMF energy and everything, and they are definitely making a statement about how much motherfucking cash they got to blow. But at the same time, would it make me happy knowing that there was some stripper walking around with like enough money to pay for multiple years of college for your kids? No, that would not make me happy at all. I do not understand. It's a cultural disconnect for me personally. Okay, you guys know who DDG is, right? He's a YouTuber, he's a rapper, he signed a deal recently, he's been putting in work. Well, a video has been making the rounds on Twitter of DDG seemingly saying some sus-ass shit about Rocky. Let's check it out.
No gay shit at all, bro. But this particular nigga right here, bro, that's one sexy ass nigga. Bro, if I was a girl, legs wide open, bro.
So Rocky caught wind of this and he quote tweeted it and he wrote, "Nah, bruh, gotta chill, B, LMAO." Now, I'll admit, when I first saw this, I assumed it had to be some sort of troll or like some funny video where for whatever reason he was just joking around about Rocky being hot or something. But apparently the video is actually of him talking about himself, and for a meme, somebody sort of subbed Rocky in there so it would look as if he was talking about Rocky. And to be honest, I fell for it, no problem. I just completely fell for it at first. So, pretty good meme, pretty funny, and Rocky fell for it too. So, DDG, you got to be careful out there. People are trying to make you look weird. Okay, let's do two more sort of real world stories before we wrap this up. Number one, take a look at this Gucci turtleneck. This turtleneck has been taken off of the shelves. People are very upset about this because they're saying that if you wear it, if you pull it up, that it resembles some sort of old-fashioned Blackface cartoon. I'm very interested. Do you guys think that Gucci crossed a line here? I will admit that this does seem a bit problematic, just in the sense that it's kind of overt. At the end of the day, I would like to think that people could just have some weird turtleneck with big red lips on it, but I don't know. A little weird. This is a little weird. And then the next one is even weirder. You guys ever heard of this actor Liam Neeson? Well, myself personally, I had no idea who this was until yesterday or maybe the day before. I actually thought it was Leslie Nielsen. Do you remember who he is? He's a much older actor who I believe passed away, and he starred in The Naked Gun. Every time I ever heard someone talk about Liam Neeson, this is who I thought they were talking about. I'm confused. Anyway, he went and did an interview where he basically talked about how a friend of his back in the day, a long time ago, was raped by a man who happened to be black, and how he then roamed the streets looking for an African American to presumably beat or kill so that he could get revenge for what happened to his friend. Now, this was obviously met with a lot of shock and horror by people out there. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do this? Never mind, why would you talk about it in an interview? I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends yesterday, and he said, you know, all he had to do was say that he was looking for that specific guy. The whole problem is that he said he was just looking for any old black guy. Obviously, that's going to be an issue. You can't just go punish random black people because of what one guy might have done. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking, but he's on a apology tour now, going around telling everybody sorry about what he said and how it was a fork in the road where he learned that maybe you shouldn't hunt down and kill members of a certain racial group just because one member of that group might have committed a crime. Anyway, very interested to know what you guys think about those more mainstream real world stories. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Like I said earlier, lots and lots of interviews up on the channel. You guys should definitely check those out. I'm Adam22. This has been the Adam22 Show. Thank you very much. Rest in peace, X. Love you all. Peace.